The United Nations General Assembly is on in New York, and as in previous years, Taiwanese activists are calling for Taiwan's inclusion. This year's March for Taiwan had more than 500 participants.
Among them were members of the Taiwan UN Alliance and civic groups in the U.S. One of their key demands is that the UN hold a formal hearing on Resolution 2758, which China uses to claim sovereignty over Taiwan.
More than 500 people from the Taiwan UN Alliance and overseas Taiwanese groups march outside the UN headquarters in New York, calling for Taiwan's inclusion.
口号叫 Keep Taiwan Free.
Our motto is Keep Taiwan Free. We hope Taiwan will join this international organization and get the opportunity to speak on the same level as others that could stop China's constant threats.
Every year during the UN General Assembly, Taiwanese advocates make their voices heard in New York. This year, their momentum feels even stronger than ever.
The Taiwan United Nations Alliance, TaiUNA, right to advocate for Taiwan's meaningful participation of the United Nations, UN, as a full and independent member under the name Taiwan. We respectfully request that the UN hold a formal hearing to clarify the interpretation of UNGA Resolution 2758.
China is a member of the Security Council, a permanent member of the Security Council. What do? They block any kind of participation of Taiwan in the UN system. And if you choose to believe China, they will just lie to you.
The activists were joined by YouTuber Stan from Poland, who stressed that Taiwan and China are two separate countries.
Because these days I've been going around New York. I went to the Chinese consulate and asked them a simple question. Do you guys issue visas to Taiwan if you claim it as your territory? And they told me there, no, you'll have to apply for a separate permit for the two countries. So people working in the Chinese consulate also know that there are two countries. I think that the whole world understands that the future of the Taiwanese people is up to the Taiwanese people to decide.
We're telling the world that Taiwan deserves a spot in the UN. Taiwan deserves to be seen. The UN should acknowledge the human rights of the people of Taiwan so that everyone can see Taiwan exists.
The activists hope their voices will be heard in the UN so that Taiwan can be treated fairly as a member of the international community.